All right, so here's a quick Bitcoin updates. So I tried shorting it right when it started coming down here. It entered this, and I started shorting it, and it started coming up, and I closed out my trade because that's when I figured out, it's like, oh, the unemployment claim is coming out. So I closed out my trade. So this was negative 12%. Then I saw that it tapped this area, and it tapped it once more, started coming down. I said, all right, let me try it again. So I enter the trade. This is when I mentioned that I was flipping and flopping. I enter the trade, and then it starts going up as like, oh man, I don't want to cancel my trade because it could come down. You know, we're right at the same area. So sure enough, it starts rolling over, and then it comes up, breaks this. Well, my stop loss is right here. I said, all right, well, let me just wait and, you know, see if it comes down. And even though this was here and it looked like I got stopped out, but this is on Binance. On my actual exchange, I didn't get stopped out. And finally, when it went above about here, that's when I got stopped out on my exchange. Now I'm seeing it dump. You know, it's rolling over. And do I want to rush into this trade? No, I already lost twice. All I have is one more time for the day. So I have a 3-strike rule and I'm out. So I want to save it. And I don't want to enter this, have a stop loss, you know, maybe here towards hopefully a lower high, because this could potentially come back up and continue the bullishness. But for me, and so it's very important to have a rule or have a set of rules. For one, these trades were very, very little money, because it was extremely high risk. For one, we were very bullish. And two, I was trying to catch the top instead of waiting for this. So I was entering very little, and then I was going to load up once it broke this level, because this is a break of structure. But you must have rules when you're trading. We win, we lose. And when I lost here, it was controlled. It was me who closed it out. When I lost here, it was kind of already in the back of my mind that I might lose because I did not wait for this. So even though I lost, they're both controlled losses. It's not something where, you know, I wasn't expecting it and then it happened. For example, like maybe a market flip. And right now it's coming down. As I mentioned, would I enter this one again? No, it's okay. If I miss it, I miss it. We're in other trades right now, getting alerts left and right, making good money on the other ones. This one, I was just trying to catch the top, which is always high risk because we want to wait for the break of structure. This is why I do what I do. Now, I do want to show everybody something really quick. Let's come over here to this. And let's go ahead and hide this. That way I can just kind of show you the thought process and when it's easier to trade. I'm going to probably go over this during the live stream as well. I've gone over this a few different times, and it's when to enter. Why are we entering? How to enter? And this all depends on the part of the market we're in. Right now, if y'all notice, what I'm waiting for is a breakout of a retest. So let's say this is our level. Price comes up, comes down, comes up. So this is the breakout of this, you know, move up. This is our newly created high, and it pulls back, and then it breaks out of this. This is what I'm looking for an entry. Due to this current market, if we are in a really great market, and let's say we had a nice run up, and then we had a pullback, 38, 50%, or whatever it is, and the market's really great, this is where I'm entering. This is the retest. Here, I'm buying the breakout after the retest, but because of this current market. Now, if we flip this upside down using Alt-I, this is what I was waiting for. I was waiting for the break of this level. Price was up here. An aggressive entry would be what I just did. I entered the top. When safer entry is the break of this. So there will be a point. I'm going to do Alt-I again. there will be a point in the future to where we'll see the run-ups, the pullbacks, and then as it starts curving, this is where we'll enter. And then of course, as it comes up, and then more than likely maybe does a lower high, and then starts coming up again, this is where we're going to enter. And then our last entry would probably be the break of this. But it just all depends in the moment of the trade and the moment of the actual price action and market. But as I mentioned before, you know, could we, you know, enter the tops? And everybody kind of freaks out, especially the experienced traders, when I say I'm buying the breakout, but it's the breakout of after a retest. I don't want to buy, let's say if the breakout was here, I'm not buying this. It moved way too much. This is silly doing this. What I want to do is I want to buy the breakout after a retest, because this is a safer entry. And there's so many different ways of entering trades, but the two basic ones, as far as, you know, safer and, you know, it's okay to enter. And I see so many people too, you know, where the price is doing this number, this number, this number. And then what they're doing is because there's liquidity up here, they're entering here for their short. But it could easily, what just happened to me right now, buying the top and it continues, maybe comes down and then continues going up. And then now you get stopped out. This is extremely high risk, especially right now. Especially right now, because we don't know if it's going to continue going up or possibly, you know, coming down. We don't know until we potentially get a break of this level. It's safer. Break of this level, safer. Break of this level. Every level is a step. Now, of course, it's not. This is on like a small time frame, like a 5-minute time frame. On a larger time frame, on a 15-minute or so, it will look something like this. And then what we're doing is we're breaking this. All this little ups and downs were the 5-minute time frame. This is like a 15-minute or a 1 hour. So I hope this helps. Once again, we do go live every single day, Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We also go live on Saturday and Sunday at 4. And we do bonus streams. So make sure the notification bell is on. That way, you know, you can see what we do. And like I said, I show you my wins and I show you my losses. Here, 2 losses, very little money. I don't want to chase this. I have one more trade I can lose before calling it a day. And I don't want to waste it on Bitcoin right now. Right now, we're in other coins, doing really, really nice. All right, so that's all I got. Let me know in the comments below if you are actively entering the tops for shorts or if you are waiting for the break. Let me know in the comments. And if you like this content, definitely smash the like. Thank you so much. I love reading all the comments. It really does motivate me to make more of these videos, more thought process videos. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, as always, be careful, be mindful of your trades. Have it, if they're going to be a loss, have them be controlled losses. I do thank you guys very much. We'll see you on the next video. Until then, as always, let's make this money. Take care, guys.